Hello, I thought I'd talk about a new computer I've got. It's a second-hand machine and I'm replacing an Ivy Bridge I've had for 6 years that is 14 years old. So I thought I'd do a quick video about the computer that's replacing it. So, it's a massive box. I'm going to have to open this up. I think the end is right. This is a Coffee Lake. I've got a graphics card as well, second-hand Nvidia. It's not going to play, you know, Doom, Dark Ages, but I don't play modern games anyway, so I just want something that's going to be able to do VTubing, mostly what I do. Oh, it's down in the middle. Oh, I can't get it out. One side must be right here. It was 33 watches on eBay for this, and it had 2 offers on it already. £235 sterling, so not exactly cheap for a 2017, 2018 PC. Come on, baby. Bloody gigantic box he's in. Well packaged. Well packaged. Oh wow. Right on. This is what an eBay computer bought off eBay looks like. Fragile. I'm going to get it out. Obviously, just the machine. Everything else will be okay. We turn the light off. Just try and rescue it from its packaging. It is Hewlett Packard Z or Z Z2G4. Z2G4. So this is the machine it's replacing. This is an Ivy Bridge. This is one I've done 800 videos on. I've had it since 2020 and it was 7 years when I got it. And it's an Ivy Bridge i5 3rd gen 2012. This is, so it's quite an old computer. It's got a 500 gig hard drive and a 7750 AMD graphics card with 1 gigabyte of memory. So it's pretty old technology. So take this down and then put the other one in its place. Just for reference, I haven't checked the contestants of the thing, so okay, so this is a Coffee Lake i7 at 6 cores, 12 threads, and it's got 16 gig of memory on it. And there's a physical hard drive. I don't know what the hard drive actually is. Western Digital. Just all the logo. 4 terabyte. It's got an NVMe, which is, I've never had one of these before. I think it's a 512, and it, not quite sure. What the hell is this for then? What is this? I've got a graphics card I've got to put in there. Nice and clean. Really clean. Ready to be dusty and dirty. Fan looks really clean as well. Yeah, that's fairly tidy. Even the case fan's a bit nice. Very, yeah, really sort of immaculate looking. Yeah, that's the testing the thing. I was looking at a Dell XPS, and it has the more usual, what's it called, heatsink on it. This has got this fancy one with the fancy looking copper pipe thing on it. Yeah, really nice clean condition. I don't think the OS must be, I think they come Windows 11 Pro, so it must be on that, I suppose. I don't know. Right, I'm going to put the card in before I do anything else, but I don't know what the bloody hell this is. What's this? What is this? What do you do with that then? What is this? I don't know what that it does or is for. I don't know what this is. What do you do with this then? God. Apart from the fact it looks absolutely new. It must be, it's used, it's not new, but it looks new. I don't know how to get that off. I don't know when that stopped. I stopped recording. Stupid mobile phone. Yeah, I'm just going to pull this out, see what it's about. I want to see this hard drive. There we are. I know it's 4 terabyte, but what he said it was. Oh, it's a nice green type one. 4 terabytes. That's fine. I've been sitting on this Ivy Bridge for 5 years now. Can't get that back in now. What's he doing? Good sir. Damn it. I've snapped the backs of these off before once. The data one on a really old school one from quite a few years ago, and it's broke. Oh god. Don't like SATAs, they're a bit fragile, but alright, I need to get that off. Oh, it comes off like that, does it? I don't think I need it. Right, I've got a graphics card, so it's kind of upper of the mid-range. See, I don't do modern gaming, so I'm not that bothered about not playing, you know, the latest Resident Evil game or something, but in terms of like, you know, up to date, going more up to date than what I've had. There it is. It's the high end of the mid-range, so it's fairly respectable for the time, but requires a 6-pin thing on here, which I haven't actually set up. Do I have the right cables for this? Yes, here we are. These. This is a 500 watt PSU. It's the Workstation. So this is the baby of the Workstation, the Z or the Z line. So it's like they make these big scary looking machines, and this is the most lowest one that they do on a Coffee Lake. There were some Xeons as well, but I'm not sure about messing about with Xeons because they're not very game friendly, I suppose. I'm going to put that card in there. Right, I'm going to put the card in. Here it is. The size of the thing is huge. So going in, goes in. Hang on a minute, that needs to be removed. Good. Right, try again. Said graphics card. Big as the computer nearly. It goes in to that way. I'll take that other one off because I'm using both DVRs. Okay. Oh, it does two. What am I doing? I took these out. I have used computers before, I promise. That one fit in there with the... They always take your blanking plates out first. Hopefully this bloody will go in here. Right in that Can't see it very well. Can't see it. Right where the thing is, at the edge of the motherboard. It's not quite in. Right, pushed it right in, I just re-angled it slightly at sort of this end and it clinked back in. So where you've got, and it zooms, it's as close as I'm going to get it in. This is like bloody pain in the arse this is. So it looks like it's in. Well, if it isn't going to work, is it? So, and now close these things. This is like a thing, you press it and it folds in and out like a hinge. So that's in. Right, in, okay. Then I'm going to take one of these apparently, which I've never done before. That's quite hooked into there. First time coffee late ownership is never easy. Unless it's just any old one of these, isn't it, really, to be honest. It's a bit tight though, isn't it? There's three of them, no, there's that one. It's not a... That's okay. It's like it's just a bit. Which way around does that go then? It's keyed, right? It's got to go. I'm going to take this yellow one. It's a 6 pin, right, obviously. In the way. Okay, let's try and do it. Assuming that goes in top way then, yeah? That's it. That's it. The fans are underneath, so that shouldn't be anything going in there. We could probably stick them in there, I mean, I don't know. Where am I going to put these? So there it is. So that's the graphics card. So I've got a PS2 keyboard, as in the old thing, and it goes into there, and the Dell, it's the same thing as far as I know, but I'm not sure about the compatibility of the little card thing, so I'll leave that for now. I'll have to use a USB keyboard. This stupid £100 smartphone is absolutely terrible. It sometimes stops recording. I normally would use my camcorder, but it's so old it doesn't produce very good images. It's not a bloody iPhone. I never invented DVI. I can't get these in now. There we are. Apologies for this terrible footage, but I thought I'd just try and document it. It is my first ever computer with more than 4 cores. Okay, that should be good to go. Right, and then I've got to plug in all this business here. Got a phone thing. It's so much fun plugging in things at the back here. This has got 2 less USB ports than my existing computer, so I'm a bit annoyed at that, but VTubing setup. I can tell you're impressed. Here we are. Do it like this. I don't see it. This thing has a tilt and pan head or something on it. So this has DVI on it and SVGA, but the card does not have SVGA anymore because it's not a thing since at least 2017. So I had to get a DVI cable so I can use my second monitor because I didn't have to buy a whole new set of monitors necessarily. Right, so my productivity is upgraded. Why is it such hard? Why? Hewlett Packard Z types. I mean, seriously, what's going on with this? It's got a fancy sticker on it. Okay, everything's plugged in now. I'm going to see if it comes on then. That goes on. real quiet. These fans rotating. And then it's not doing anything. And the fan's even turning. Right, apparently some bonehead who invented this computer made it so it doesn't work with these cards out of the box. You've got to disable secure boot. Problem is, this only has viewports out on the motherboard and nothing will work for the card. So I've had an idea. Why don't I use my existing computer, take its AMD card out, put it in place of this one, then change the BIOS settings, then put that card back in there without secure boot on. And that might work. They say that's the only solution. So I can't get this to work because I haven't got any cables to fit the back. They're not even HDMI. And I've got an HDMI cable, it doesn't work. It doesn't fit. So I've either got to try that or give up on this one. But how can I buy a computer that doesn't actually work with Nvidia graphics cards? I don't know how I missed that one. So it says it'll work with an AMD one. So I put that in, and then I might be able to get a signal and then change the BIOS settings and then put this card back in if it'll accept that. Here's my old computer. I'm going to take my graphics card out here, put it into the other computer. Apparently it's possible this will work with that, just so I can get the settings set up, if it even takes this one. I mean, it will go in. I don't know if it's going to actually be compatible with it. I think the dozy beggar who invented my phone also invented the protocol that makes Nvidia cards not work, and you hear that Packard things, because this twat phone keeps turning itself off. So here it is. I'm going to try putting this in as try and work around this problem on this computer. So this is a 2012 AMD Radeon 7750. Try this one. Right, moment of truth, I've got the card in there. See if it actually comes on. Blows a bleeding gasket, I'm going to be annoyed. What's he doing now? This little son of a apparently doesn't work with these cards. So what I'm getting here is I put my old card of my old computer back in and didn't like it. Put it on this main card again, pulled the BIOS battery out of it, and it seems like it's bloody doing something here. And I read somewhere on a post just now on my laptop that it's secure boot that does this. So I was very nearly getting ready to bloody send it bloody back. How the bloody hell do I do this? No, I don't want that. How do I get the BIOS on this? How do I get out of this? How do you get to the BIOS of this then? Because it has viewport cables, sockets on the back, and I ain't got any viewport cables or viewport monitors. I've only got DVI. Because I thought, like an idiot, if you put a card in it, the will work. Apparently I'm a moron for some reason, but I got a picture out of it. But I'd take the bloody NVMe out of it. There it is. Take that son of a out, and I'd unplug the battery, the data cable to the hard drive. So if I can find the menu, the main, this is not the main BIOS menu. What this is on there? Some bonehead at you hear that Packard, thumb up the. Shall we make it work with SVGA? No. What about DVI? No. What about what's that thing called? HDMI? No, let's just make it work with viewport like silly. Yeah. Wait, how much the is this? The fan's not even going round. I mean, it's on and everything, but Oh, I need to get into the BIOS. I'm just going to come back when I sort that out. Again, it's like I never used a computer in my life. This thing's completely just thrown me. We've got it in. So basically then, if anyone ever bought a Z2G4 and you put an Nvidia card in it, you have to pull the BIOS battery out, unplug all the drives, then let the battery go completely, the memory go flat on it, then plug it back in, and then it'll come up with this. Apparently. I think what I've been told is to disable the system, what's it called? And I could be wrong on this, but nothing, it's not booting anything, it doesn't see the system, so I don't know who's put stuff on here, I don't know, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing on it. System information, yep. Escape, I need to go back to, no, oh, I've done that wrong. Put it back on, oh it's still on. I need to turn off the secure boot because it won't accept this graphics card. That's the thing with this. There it is, it's coming up there. Not spinning those fans though, for the I've got a horrible feeling this has been updated to a super high end. Come on, damn it with this. I'm going to end up fighting this thing all the way till I give it. Oh, of course I have to put the battery back in, don't I? It won't save it. Wait a minute. Right, I found this option here under the advanced. So this looks like this is the thing that's stopping that from booting into that. So I don't know what's been installed on here, like whether it's Windows 11 or whatever. That might be looking for some kind of different startup or something. So I'm going to plug the drives back in because I've unplugged them all and see what it does. And then see if it's possible to boot into Windows. I'm going to put the NVMe back in and see what it does. Alright, I'm going to test it now. I've just reset the keys. It probably wasn't a clever thing to do, but I've got designs on putting on different operating systems on here. There's I think 11 Pro on it, but I just put the NVMe back in and the main hard drive. If I have to run this thing in Legacy without TPM, I'll do it. This is giving me a signal, but my card's getting very hot and the fans ain't running, so just... Oops. Oh no, we've got some... Oh, it's loading. I really thought I wasn't going to get that working, so fans are not running on the bottom. I'm going to get these drivers before this thing kills this bloody thing on here. Alright. So basically what you got to do is pull the BIOS battery out and then let it cool down, put it back in and take all the drives out and then go into press F10 and then you get that boot menu and you can turn off all the secure boot stuff because it stops this one card from working. And there is my thing. Put a fan there because this thing gets hot and fans ain't running. So I'll put on the finally got the driver downloaded from my laptop to work with that. So that thing gets bloody hot, so I'm going to make sure that this is hopefully going to install this. I need my driver to make it work. Right, after about 3 attempts at trying to get the graphics driver to work, I found the card I've got is the GeForce Windforce version. So I had to go to the Gigabyte website and it seems like it's installed in it. So the problem was that I was trying to install the driver, but there's like different variants, like MSI or something, of the different variants of the cards, whatever. So I've got the GeForce version, so that's what that is. I just put my wireless card in, I didn't think it was going to fit, and it's really tight. It's really tight. It's been 3 days and I've got everything set up on this machine working pretty well. I've installed a different version of Windows on it. because I had issues with Windows 10 and Windows 11 Pro being way restricted with drivers. I can get my camcorder for my VTube and everything working, probably because of the drivers and everything. So anyway, I put it on. I'm actually doing this video right now, and the main issue I had was the fans wouldn't work. I had to go and do a thing called MSI Afterburner. So if you want to know why your fans don't work on an Nvidia graphics card, at least on this generation I've got here, the 1060 GTX Windforce one. I don't know about others. Just use MSI Afterburner, because the one that they give you from Gigabyte is shit and doesn't work properly in blue screens. The computer, it's called Aorus or something or other. It's crap. So anyway, I got it working and the fans are working alright. So there's the GPU, 44 Celsius. I've had it on an hour 30, and yeah, MSI Afterburner. That's all you need to know. Just download that, and you can do the speed of the fans, and it works really well. But yeah, got it working, and it's performing brilliantly, and much better than my old machine. And after the troubles I've had, it's been pretty solid. And yeah, finally, mission accomplished. Windows installed on it, and everything's working really well.